To all the OV hoes that was saying, oh, Drake is playing 4D chess with this lawsuit. He's going to be a billionaire after this lawsuit. He's going to own all of Kendrick's masters after this lawsuit. I hope you realize that that man was not playing no 4D chess. That man was playing Candyland. That nigga was playing Shoots and Ladders, all type of kiddie games. And it's crazy because like them federal judges said, get out of here, scram. It's not defamation, it's opinion. You know what I mean? And it's really crazy because like this whole situation with the lawsuit has been him grasping at straws and grasping at some sort of way to get a win. And honestly, I thought he might have been able to pull it off with like the current administration and wanted to like put all type of censoring on people, because the federal courts could have easily flipped this shit into like some sort of like law and making it so that anything that anybody says could be seen as like defamatory or like terrorist actions and things like that, you know what I mean? And it's just really good for music and the hip-hop industry especially, you know what I'm saying? Because like there's such a scrutiny on black people and the things that black people say, and with hip-hop being a black cultural thing, it would have been easy for the federal courts to just be like, hey, we're gonna put a whole bunch of censoring on y'all music, y'all can't say shit, you know? And it's just really good that Drake ended up losing this. God damn, I just realized my coffee maker wasn't brewing. I'm pissed. But what was I saying? And this lawsuit never made any sense to me because Drake is saying that UMG is putting dirt on his name in order to offer him a cheaper deal. But in my mind, I'm like, why does Drake even want to take another record deal? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if he's taking it because of like finances and he wants them to fund his album, it makes no sense because Drake would make so much more money off of an independent album because he would be getting all of it. Even if the sales are going to be lower than what they normally would be, it's still going to be a lot more in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to pay all that shit back to the label. And if it's from the standpoint of getting like a distribution deal, it makes no sense again because Drake is his own distribution system, because people tap into Drake no matter what, even if they're a hater or if they just love him or they're like wanted to see if he still got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, bruh. And it's just it really just shows that this is an ego trip for him. This is a way for him to try and get some sort of W out of this big ass L that he suffered from the hands of Kendrick Lamar. And that's another thing. This whole like beef with like the diss track, like Not Like Us, has been insane, bruh. At first, like I was like, this isn't like the most insane and scathing diss track ever. But from the full scope of it, looking back, this might be the best diss track ever. Like from the standpoint of it going to court, it going to like a lawsuit, the federal court, bruh. There's never been a track like this. Never been a diss track like this, bruh. And the fact that it's so funny and it's so bumpable, and everybody and their grandma and their mama bumping this shit, bruh, it is insane. I don't know how I would feel if I was Drake. I don't know how I would feel, bruh. And if I'm being honest, Drake shouldn't have dropped anything until like 6 months after like the Not Like Us dropped, because he had clearly lost at that point. And he just couldn't stay out of the limelight. He just couldn't shut his mouth, bro. And if he would have just let things like die down for like 6 months, he would have been straight. Everybody would have forgot about this shit. But he went on like people's streams like SQC and was just bitching and moaning about everything and just showing his ass, bro, constantly. And then the lawsuit just put the cherry on top. Really showing that he's a hoe, bro. Really showing that he's a very sensitive and insecure man. And he's really been a sensitive and insecure man from the jump. But it's just like, for you to not change and not gain any kind of like self-awareness, and you're almost 40. You almost 40, bro. Very sad, very, very sad way to live your life. You know, and if you're a young man out there and you think Drake is your model, model yourself after his hustle and grind mentality that got him to the point to where he's at right now. Don't model yourself after the actions that he does. Like, and those actions being extremely insecure and unwilling to change, bro. Because it's just, if you live your life like that, you are going to ruin everything that you have. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Kendrick Lamar for doing his thing consistently, not paying attention to this, not paying any light to it. You know what I mean? It's just doing his thing, performing with SZA. You know what I'm saying? To all my subs, shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, love you. If you like the video, give me a little like, give me a little subscription. You know, I'm trying to be more consistent on here. And yeah, that's the end of the video.
And Wayne is my favorite person to work with, though, because it's just, ooh, Lil Wayne's just too good. Ooh, Lil Wayne's just too